Hello, hello, chat. How are we doing today? Hello, Ray. Hello, hobbyist. Welcome to stream. Happy New Year, Salty Mango. How's it going? Hello, Sync. How's it going? Welcome, Ludwig. Hello, Evil. How's it going? How are we all doing today? What's the goal for? It shows at the top. Right now, there's going to be a goal of donations. I mean, it's going to be on every stream. But every donation that is donated in the next couple streams is going to go towards drawing an Astrolith and NCS Girl body pillow. That is what we had agreed on. Apologies, chat. I'm doing a couple things on the side. I'm setting up stuff. Scammed? No. The audiovisual stream, I had very much agreed that it was $50 at that moment. It was $50 way later, and it wasn't for the hands. It was just for audio. I'm not counting down for Michael. Audio just deserved that money on his own. He worked for it very hard. I don't think they donated for that. I think they donated for other stuff. Did I change your YouTube name? Yes. So that's one of the first things I wanted to talk about. I have NecropoliX here, but I've been using GeoGamer 12 for the past 11 years. And I think that after a long time and a lot of consideration, it is actually finally time to change it to something new. As it says in the message here, I've been using Arclea as my as my everything else username, like on Twitter, on Discord, on Sky. It has been Arclea for a while now. Damn, you're old. Okay, chill. So I was like, it's been like 5 years since, or 4 years since like actually started using this name. Actually, it's been 5 since I started using it in 2020, but I might as well just, you know, change it. I like it's been ugly. I feel like it creates more confusion than not having both different names. So for now, we're gonna have a 2-week transition period on YouTube where it's gonna be about Arclea NGO, and then in 2 weeks from now, it'll just be changed to Arclea from now on, and that'll just be what it is. So I wanted to start off with that. Let me open up my chest. Hello, Whirly. Welcome to stream. Hello, Alvaro. How's it going? And Robertson Sprinkle. Making an analog horror level right now. Ooh, I'll be looking forward to it. You should make a GeoGamer 12 gravestone. You know what's funny? Okay, chat. I got a friend request from GeoGamer 12. They already took it. I can't message them though. I wanna message them and tell them that they have to keep the legacy going. They have no level so far, but hopefully we gotta get the legacy going. I wish I could message them, but I think I can only message them if I'm friends with them. Which I think it's kind of good. You know what? I'll give it to them. I'll go. If I can message them, I have to tell them that they have to keep the. Okay. There you go, Chan. I'm gonna. GeoGamer 12 now has a big burden on their under their name. You have to release more mythics. Hello, Vortex99. Happy New Year to you too. Okay, let's get started on NecropoliX. Actually, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about today. Because there's been a lot happening while I took one day off and a lot happened. So I might as well just go for it. I need to get back into things, so I have not played this level since last year. I'm so funny, chat. I'm so funny. You have to laugh. Go for straight out of 10. But yeah, so where to even start? So we start the year really fun today. I wake up and the first thing that happens to me as I wake up in 2025 is that I get a leg cramp. And my leg has been in pain the entire day because of it. So now I am currently struggling to walk and having a very, very hard time moving myself around the house because the first thing that has happened to me in 2025 is getting a leg cramp. Yep, this year is gonna be amazing. I already know it. It's a no man, watch out. This year's gonna be horrible now. Come on. A leg cramp first thing in the morning. I woke up at 7 a.m. because of a leg cramp. And that is the first thing that I encounter in 2025. My goodness. But yeah, aside from that chat, I've been pretty okay. I took last night, or I guess yesterday, to kind of relax. Spend some time with some of my friends and take it easy, you know. Had a lot going on, and so I decided to clean up the house, do a bunch of things that I needed to do. Started prepping for the 24-hour stream. I have like a bunch of things that I want to do during that stream. Obviously, the main goal of the stream is to make the whole level, but I can't like focus like non-stop for 24 hours on one singular level. So I have like a couple things here and there that I've been planning to have people, you know, do. We're also gonna have some special guests coming in and helping us and maintain the fun, entertaining vibes of the 24-hour stream. Have a couple surprise guests that are gonna be showing up and having a good time. And as y'all probably saw by the community post, there's a list of 8 creators who are gonna be a part of this project. I see that a lot of people have been guessing, and I'm gonna say it, there is not a single person so far that has guessed every single name right. There's a lot of people who are very close and have a lot of guesses, but there's not a single person that has every name correct. Yep. I have not seen a single person get all the names correct. But it'll be really fun, I think. I'm very much looking forward to actually getting the project started. We've been doing a lot of setup, a lot of prep time for this project, so that it is like as easy as possible for everybody to like hop in and during those 24 hours. Like, well, it's okay. So it is not exactly 24 hours. How it'll work is that we will have 48 hours essentially. It essentially starts on Saturday and it ends on Sunday, and we technically have Monday to merge the level. But I will be streaming for 24 hours, and I will be working on the level for those 24 hours. It's just everybody else has different schedules, so they're not going to be working on the level during those 24 hours. They're going to be working during the time span of the 48 hours that we've given them. You beat your first level of 2025. Nice. Congratulations. Oh, what was it? Okay, I'm really struggling with the ending still, so maybe practicing the ending would be good. Yeah, for sure, Ludwig, that's correct. Unfortunately, Ludwig is not correct. Ludwig is very close, though. I'd say that Ludwig is by far the one that's the closest, but Ludwig does not have every single name correct. I won't even say how many they have. Let's make a drop. Oh, nice. Your goal is to finally make the first level this year. Ooh. Oh yeah, guys, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do we have any New Year's resolutions for anybody here? I think my New Year's resolution is I only have one, and I think it's a pretty simple one, and it's just do more things that make me happy. I think that is my New Year's resolution. I want to do more things that make me happy, and I know that last year I had like a bunch of things that were really cool. Like I had a lot of really big highlights from last year. I think going to the Magdalena Bay concert with my best friend, his girlfriend and my girlfriend. Going all four of us to New York just for that trip, that was amazing. That is a core memory. The Porter Robinson concert was also a very core memory for me. That was an amazing thing to experience. I also think last year was probably like a really fun year for me and spending time with my friends. I think I made a lot of new friends last year, and I spent a lot of time with those friends, mostly during summer. I think summer was really cool. Like there was friends that I was seeing like basically every week, and that was great. And then honestly, I won't even lie. One of my highlights of last year was literally I asked. I'm as you probably all know, I love Arknights. It's most likely my favorite game ever, which is a lot to say because people wouldn't believe that. Hollow Knight it's probably still in my heart my favorite thing, but Arknights is definitely the thing that I'm the most obsessed with ever. Literally, I asked for like 5 things last year for Arknights, and I got all of them except for one. So I am incredibly happy. Actually got more than I asked for. I remember asking for a Puncher skin. I got that. I asked for Thorns to get some story, and he actually ended up getting not only a story, but a whole event dedicated for him and an altar, which is great. I asked for Surtur to get some lore, and technically speaking, she didn't get that. But she got she's adding into the new game, which is amazing. I'm very happy with that. I asked for logos and Ascalon to be added to the game, and they were. So very happy. And then finally, I asked for a Vendela skin, which is the only thing I didn't get, but you know. So aside from those things, I think it was a pretty solid year for me. Had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs, but overall, like, I think they balanced out to be a pretty good year. Like, not a pretty good year, but just like a very solid year. Like it's a solid 6 out of 10 is what I give it. Hello, Maddie. How's it going? Would I put myself on the list? Who knows? I'm gonna get creator points this year. Ooh, getting creator points is definitely a thing that I know a lot of people wanna do as like their goal for this year. I know that a lot of people have started playing the game in like late 2023, early 2024, and so this whole year has been like them learning the game, grinding out, and like improving massively. So I'm very much looking forward because I feel 2024. People think we peaked at 2024. We have not peaked, Chad. We are just at the beginning. 2024 was the warm-up. Every single person in 2024 is just warming up. Everything you've seen released this year is gonna get absolutely blown out of the water this year. It's not even gonna be close. Because last year was just, everybody was just experimenting with the new editor and trying to figure out how things worked. And now that people have like started to understand it, now you're gonna be seeing the peak projects coming up in the next couple months. You want to do more things with friends? You mean like more personal projects with friends, or just like spending more time with friends? Which of the two would be the one to choose this time? Or I guess both could also happen, you know? You want to get a mythic this year? Ooh, that's very ambitious. I wouldn't be surprised if you managed to do it, Ludwig. You're a very talented person, so I'm sure that you can figure things out. But that does require finishing a level. I think aiming for a mythic is just not something that is very, it's just not a very healthy mindset. I think a lot of the projects that are mythic are not projects that were like aiming to be like the best, you know? They were just things that people wanted to do and have fun with, and they ended up being what they are. So I don't particularly think that having the mentality of I want to make a mythic is a good mentality. I definitely think that having the mentality of I want to improve myself and make a really good level is just a better mentality that will result in the same outcome. Hello, Quantumify. How's it going? You want to be very ambitious with a project? That makes sense. That makes sense. I think that is the most important part. Is just hey, keep making things. Like, I think that that is like a lot of people get stuck on like, hey, I need to make the one biggest project I've ever made, and it has to be the best thing ever. But that's not really how you improve. I think a lot of those projects can only be made once you've actually like done more. You know, like, if, for example, somebody like Kuluk is a very, very talented and good creator. But the fact that Kuluk has never made a solo before means that in my head, or at least in my hypotheticals scenarios, I don't think Kuluk has the potential to actually make one of the best levels in the game. They have the potential to make a part that could be one of the best parts in the game, sure. But a level, no, because they lack that experience in actually making a level, you know? That is just something that they don't have. Maybe a platformer, I guess, but when it comes to classic levels, I think that the bar for classic levels is way too high. Not way too high, it's very much higher than anything else. And a lot of people think that, like, you know, I can see Blee doing it. I can absolutely see Blee doing it, but I cannot see Kuluk doing it. And I think a lot of people, like see those kinds of creators, and are like, oh, yeah, like, they're for sure the best, but it's like, no, like, I don't particularly agree with that. Because they've never, like, you know, made anything that can make them the best. Like, I definitely think Kuluk needs to release, like, 2 levels before they actually release Peak. Their first level is there's no way there's gonna be Peak. And if it is, and I'm get proven wrong, then, you know, I'm sure the community will think it's Peak either way, but it'll definitely not be Peak for me. It's crazy that Kuluk has 0 CP? No, it actually, like, it makes sense. He's never actually been good at making levels, he's just good at making MC parts, and that's it. Actually, I wouldn't even say he's good at making MC parts, he's good at making set pieces. Very, very talented at making set pieces, but in GD, there's more to the game than just set pieces. So it's not exactly like a, hey, I can make this really cool set piece and make it like a YouTube 10-minute, or not 10-minute, like 10-second short video, and that gets like 1 billion views. And it's like, sure, but that is not the same as making a level, you know? There's more to making a level than just that. Kuluk is more into platformer side than classic side, that makes sense. I've seen them having like a lot of fun with platformer. I think it does more for what they want to do with the game, which in my opinion is a good thing. The platformer has allowed more people to do different things. And I think that's also why, I think something that you'll realize, and I think if any of y'all have watched ZeroSR's best level of every year this video, or the stream, y'all will realize that like a lot of the people who are actually very, very, very talented at the game, and that like are quote-unquote considered to be the best, they don't have the same the same favorite levels as like the general community does, or they don't see the same stuff in the levels. Like, I as an example, I think the community absolutely loves Change of Scene and thinks it's one of the best things ever. But if you ask like anybody who's like really, really, really talented at the game and is at the top of like the you know, and the creators, they will probably say it's a very good level, but I don't think any single one of them will ever say that it's the best level in the game. I don't think any of them will even say it's the best level of that year. Like that's how like different it is, and I wonder why it is that the community, like the general community, feels so strongly about certain projects, and not so much about others. I think Well Rested is the only level where I think universally people can accept that it is probably like in the top 10 best levels ever made. I think that's just a general thing that, you know, it's really, you know, it's just one of those levels. Same with like Dreamflower, you know, it's in the conversation. But like there's a lot of other levels that like I feel like aren't in the conversation for the general community, but are for the top creators, and then vice versa too. Like for example, the Mythics this year, I think like Next Cap 2 and Wanna Cry, and like, you know, Berserker are like levels that are absolutely loved by the community. But from the majority of the top creators that I've seen, I don't think any of them would put them as the best level of last year. And like I like Wanna Cry, I think it's good. I don't think it's in the best levels of last year. I mean, maybe top 5, I guess. I don't think Next Capsule is in the top 5. I don't think Berserker's in the top 5. I don't think Magistro or what is Metamorphosis either. Like, you know, those are levels like the community absolutely adores, you know. I think it's the best thing ever made. And then it's very, very polarizing, and I think it's funny. I don't like Dreamflower that much anymore. I think Dreamflower is one of those levels that I think when it came out, the hype around it was really, really big, and it was so big that it dragged down like over time. Like it made it so that people now just don't like it because of how hyped up it was. When in reality, Dreamflower is still an amazing level, you know. Even by today's standards, if Dreamflower was released, it would probably still get Legendary or Mythic. It is that much of a good level that, like, I'm even willing to say that nothing released last year, with the exception of, like, maybe 2 projects, are, like, the same, like, are, like, competing with Dreamflower in terms of quality. There's really, like, that is just how much, like, you know, some of those older levels are, like, amazing. Like, same with Well Rested. I don't think there's anything last year that released that can compare with Well Rested. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Comatose, and again, it is an amazing level. I don't think Comatose is even remotely close to start comparing to Well Rested. I think Well Rested is just miles beyond it. And that doesn't necessarily mean that Comatose is bad, it just means that Well Rested is that much of a good level. Hello, Styx, how's it going? The community gotta go with Astrolabe this year, or Endeavor, because most downloads. I think Endeavor was just really, really popular, and I think a lot of people want to vote for that. I don't think Astrolabe is gonna win though. If like for the GDOers and stuff, I think Magistro is gonna take it. I think it's the recency bias in Magistro, and also like the big fuss about it not getting Mythic. I think a lot of people will want to like seek retribution for that level and vote for that. And it's also the fact that, like, Next Cab and Astrolabe is going to be divided, you know? Like, if they both get nominated, which they probably should be, they will, like, contend with each other. So people who like Astrolabe will instead vote for Next Cab, and then people who would have voted for Astrolabe, for Next Cab will vote for Astrolabe. And, yeah. Which is why I don't like the necessarily the fact that they're both rated easy demons, because that was not the intention. Like, next half should have not been a demon. It has like 8-star gameplay. I don't get it. ABW and a lot of people don't really know the art of auto levels. I made a new level yesterday, but had been too scared to ask for feedback. Ooh. You can send it to my DMs. I'll get around to it at some point. I've been in Comatose and I have done a few practice runs on Well Rested, and I think that each part of Comatose is more memorable and the gameplay is more fun in Comatose, in your opinion. Well Rested all burns together. That's where I very much disagree. I think Comatose, the fact that I think Comatose has 2 parts that I think are very, very, very good in terms of gameplay and in terms of uniqueness, and it is the auto, essentially swing copter duel. That part is the most memorable part of the entire level, I'm pretty sure. And then the drop, like the not the blue part, but the drop at like 30%. I think those 2 are by far the only memorable parts of Comatose, gameplay wise at the very least. Well Rested has like some of the best, most fun gameplay out of the entire game. I genuinely think Well Rested has like, it's just amazing as a project. And in terms of visuals, Comatose can't even begin to compare to Well Rested, unfortunately. I think gameplay-wise, Comatose maybe can have a conversation with it. It's just that, okay, the issue with Comatose is that the whole last, like, the cube going up the mountain, and then the last cube spam, those 2 parts are incredibly clunky and inconsistent and very learny, and they don't actually add much to the fun. The downwards robot, I think, is the most fun part of the level. It's not very, very memorable though, but it is really fun. The drop has really, really rough to see gameplay. The visuals actually do affect the playability of it too much, and I think it actually makes for a less fun experience. The fact that like you're like you have to kind of memorize it, and the fact that the level is so long and that is like in the middle of the level, it's rough because side reading it is not exactly it's not super viable, but you can do it if you're really, really good at the game, but it's not super viable. I also will say I do not like the song in Comatose, personally speaking. I've spoken about this before. I do not like the vocal performances of the song in Comatose. Well Rested is just a beautiful song that I absolutely generally enjoy. Like, if we have to compare the 2, Well Rested would be a number 1, and then Well Rested would be a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Comatose could be at 11. City Fade is actually... I actually like City Fade more than Comatose. I think a lot of people are very vastly underrating City Fade. Because a lot of people are like, oh my god, Comatose has like the best song rap in the entire game. And it's like, no, City Fade came the exact same year and it has better song rap. It's just City Fade, I think, has less memorable gameplay too. I think City Fade even gets more repetitive, but I think that's also part of like the song. Like, the song is super repetitive. That is just how it is. Hello, Slops. Welcome to stream. Like, I really like City Fade. I think City Fade is definitely a lot more underrated than people give it. Last Beach is just not for everybody, I guess. Yes, absolutely. And I think that's the one thing that like I've been saying this since like I've been listening to, because I do actually listen to Last Beach. I love their musical performances. I think that a lot of their mixing of like the actual music part of it is really, really good, and they have a lot of really, like, they have a mastery over guitar riffs and like the different how do you call it, the different melodies that they do in their songs. Just remove the singer. I would love Blast Beach 1,000 times more if there was just no singer. And that shows because in the songs that they do, a lot of the instrumental parts of the songs are the best parts of the songs by like far. Have you played Topala Interlude? I've watched Topala Interlude on YouTube, and I played Topala Interlude a couple streams ago. I finally beat it. It is amazing. I love it. I put it in the tier list as like the most fun that I've had last year. What's the tier list that I use for legendaries? I can try and link it. I can link the tier list. I can link it. That is the one that I use. They keep things up to date pretty well. Like I think the only thing is that it hasn't been updated to add oh no, now it has Forgotten Metropolis. That is the only thing that I didn't put in, which was Forgotten Metropolis because it hadn't been updated yet. Yeah, now it's there. And so I think that the most important part of like whenever the GDOers start, because I assume we're gonna get the announcements for that very soon. Make sure to like take into consideration like what you actually want to vote for, because I know that a lot of people will just vote for like whatever is most popular because they know that it's a popularity vote. But like if you actually vote for the things that you want to see win, even if they don't win, that at least contributes to like showing that, hey, you know, like for example, like whenever the 2-star is gonna show up, I'm not gonna vote for fucking Rage Quit by Blee. Blee is a great person, love him to bits. I'm not gonna vote for that. I'm gonna vote for Scorpion because I actually love Scorpion. It was one of my favorite levels of last year. Is it gonna win? No, absolutely not. Scorpion has no chance of winning. But I would rather see Scorpion get like 4% of the votes instead of 2% of the votes. You know. Like, does Rage Quit absolutely deserve to win it? Yeah, I think the community has spoken enough about the fact that Rage Quit is probably their favorite level from last year. Yeah, absolutely. I like Scorpion a lot. I want Scorpion to get a chance, you know, at getting some recognition and getting some love, you know. So that's like the kind of things y'all need to be aware of, Chad. It's like, it doesn't matter if you vote for something that doesn't win. What matters is that, hey, people notice that, oh, actually Scorpion got second place, you know, he got a lot of the votes too. Maybe that level's cool, let me check it out. And that gives the level more of an outreach. It gives the level more love and, you know. Oh, Scorpion, let me play it. I can play it real quick. Let me bring NecropoliX up. Yeah, this level is kind of fantastic. The colors, the atmosphere, and the integration of everything is just so fucking beautiful. I am yeah. There's not many levels out there in the game like this one. It's very rare that we get something like this that is so atmospheric and so pretty, you know? We're up from legendary, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that this level gets the love that it deserves. This level is absolutely beautiful. Anyway, let's get back to playing NecropoliX. I really want this level to get more love. It's just a very beautiful level. Also, chat, I wanted to do something real quick because I saw that something came up. So I'm gonna go get it real quick. I saw that Cosmos Unleashed, the full level, the official showcase came out. So I wanted to react to it because I want to see it. I want to see how it looks. I want to see how it looks because this level came out. It's not that amazing, I know, but if it's not that amazing, then I want to rant on it. Have I seen the new weekly? No, okay. I'll talk about the weekly in a little bit, but yes, let's actually watch this. Don't get my hopes up. Don't worry. It's a cherry team level. It's gonna be shit, no matter what. Okay. To start things off, I'm gonna watch it once without saying much, and then I'll actually go back and give my thoughts on every single part. I think this is the part that we had already seen from Kulik. This gameplay does not look enjoyable in the slightest, but that's besides the point, I'm pretty sure. I think that's like every top one at this point. Every top one just does not have enjoyable gameplay. Okay, I have a lot to say, my goodness. There are actually so many things to say about this that I didn't think I was gonna be. I wasn't expecting myself to actually think so many things. Okay. What is this? LDM remix. Okay, we'll ignore the LDM remix. Okay, let's go back. So, I will say I actually like this beginning part. As much as it does spam shaders and like filters a lot, I actually think it's fine. Because it adds to the atmosphere, and I think it's cool. And I actually like the designs. I think the designs are actually really good, and they are by far the strongest part of this entire level, is that when it has designs, when the level has block designs, the designs are actually decent. And that is what the biggest compliment that I'll give this level. Like, this right here, like, ignoring the black hole and everything else going on, like, these designs are actually kind of neat, you know? They're pretty decent. Like these parts right here, like that is actually not bad, you know? Like I'm looking at these designs and like this is block design that like it's very reminiscent, like for example, this is pretty ugly, but it's very reminiscent of like tech core from like 2.1 in like 2019, 2020, I think. So it's pretty decent, you know? And this is the coolest part, and I think this part is just kind of okay. Like it's probably the best part in the level, I'd say, or the second best part of the level. But now we get to this. And like, what the fuck am I looking at? what the fuck am I looking at? You know, I can't see anything because of the filters on screen, and the designs look ugly as shit. Like, what am I even looking at? What, like these designs, like this doesn't have a corner block. Ew. Like, what are these block designs? These look so bad. There's like no block designs. There's like, they just spammed like a couple objects and called it a day, and then put a bunch of filters on top, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, there's no block design. Like, what am I looking at? Okay. And then we get to this transition, which I actually like this transition. This transition is kind of cool. I like the glitch effect. And then we get to this. I actually think these designs have a lot of potential. It's just that the fact that it is black and white actually kind of hurts this a lot. Because if this had like some tints of color, I think this part would be a lot better. Because it would, like, the issue with this part, ew, this part's ugly. The issue with this part is the fact that it doesn't have enough contrast sometimes. Like, I feel like the bright spots should be so much brighter and like eye-catching. Like, IMAX made the part that I'm dissing. Like, that's so sad because IMAX is like so talented, and that part absolutely sucks. That is like probably the worst thing that I've seen IMAX do. I'm a really, really big fan of Dissonance, I think is the level name. I really like Dissonance. I think it's a cool level. Is it Dissonance? Yeah, it is Dissonance. I like Dissonance. That part sucks. That part looks like ass. But this part is good. It's decent. I don't want to say it's good because it lacks a lot of contrast, and I think it could have been improved massively. Like this, for example, when this is like super bright, like this is good, but it doesn't do that very often. You know, like this just kind of looks like, oh, okay, sure, you know. And then it gets into this, and I actually really, really like this. Like this concept of like having the spikes like this, like what are those called? Like the fucking, like they're like infinitely scaling. Like actually, this is actually really cool. I like this concept. I like the depth in this part. I like the ideas in this part. I think this part is really, really cool. Fractals, thank you, Robert. This is really, really fucking cool idea, but it was executed a bit poorly because it feels like like empty, but at the same time, like the filters are like too much, you know? Like it lasts for so short, but it's such a good part. Like this right here, this little place right here, I wish I could actually see the fractals. It feels unfinished. Thank you, Early. That's the perfect example of what I'm looking for. It feels unfinished, and it feels unpolished. Because like this has potential. If this was the entire part, I would like this so much more. But it's not. And we get back to this, and this just looks kind of whatever. Like it looks fine. It's just, you know, like here, when now that you're having a lot more contrast, that is cool. It's like a clever take on the theming as well. Exactly. Like I wish this entire part had just been this fractal idea, because it would have been so cool to like reflect that infinity of the black hole, you know, with the fractals. It's a really, really cool concept. I really, really like it. I think it's super interesting. It just feels unfinished. And then yeah, I wish these parts had more contrast. Like these are nice. I like these things right here. And then we get to this part. And now, chat. I wanna have you look at this for a second. Is there any frame where there's not like a bunch of filters? Okay. Does this remind you of anything at all? I'm gonna open it into another tab. So, it's cute, but it is, in my opinion, just like... It's a bit close to Chase's design. Let's ignore it, that it's a bit close to Chase's design. And Chase's idea with this part. It's a bit close. A tiny bit close. And you know what the worst part is? I think Chase did it better. But I still think this part is really good. I mean, if the fact that Chase has one of the best parts in the Galaxy collapse, and this like kind of has the similar motif with like the the sprinkles on top of it. It's nice. It's nice, but it's, you know, it's I very much prefer Chase's part, even though this part is like fucking 3 years old. Actually, probably older than that. Yeah. You don't see it? It's the speckles. It's the speckles. Like, Chase was one of the first people that I've ever seen come up with the little speckles in the designs like that, like the little sparks stuff. Actually, this is a good shot. And also like the constellation kind of architecture for these. Chase had it inside of the block designs, but in here you can have they have it outside. Just, I think it's a neat addition. I think that the direction that they have with this part is nice, but it also feels unfinished, kind of. It feels like they had a lot of ideas, but they kind of didn't finish them. But it's good. I definitely think that this part, starting here, is one of the better parts in the level. And then what the fuck is this? This looks so ass. This is so ass. Like, it's so ass. Like, they just gave up completely. I will say, I do like the fact that like these parallaxing things in concept are really cool, but it's so ass. Like, dude, somebody would have made this in fucking 2.0 and they would have still been ass. Like this is Funny Games part in fucking serious, but like way worse. It's so much worse than Cold Sweat. And then the last part is actually really good. I actually really like this part. I think that the gameplay is very creative. The integration of the visuals is very, very interesting. I really like this tree made out of checkpoints. I think it's very interesting. Yeah, I like the motifs. I like the fact that these like are like glitching out. Like, there's like different layers. I don't know. I think overall the last part is actually very good. This is Kivis. I'm pretty sure. Oh, see, I see. The last part is pretty decent. I think out of anything, I think the best thing out of this entire level is the end art. Like, okay, if I had to give every part a score, I think NecropoliX part, I'd give it like maybe like a 7 out of 10. This first drop, probably the worst thing I've seen IMAX do. It's like a 4 out of 10. This part is like a 5, I guess. I like this part. I think this part is like a solid 7. I wish that the speckle idea wasn't so similar in my opinion to Chase's part in Galaxy Collapse, but that's just me. I don't know who made this part, but there's like a 3 on a good day. And this part is like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. I like this last part. Yeah. And then the end art would also be like an 8, 9 out of 10. The end art's very good. They did a very good job. I wish that the motion blur was a little bit less intense in the end art, so you could actually see it a little bit better. But I think the end art looks really cool. You don't need to give every part a score. I want to. I feel like it. Overall, the whole level's kind of whatever. Unfortunately for me, doesn't do very much. It feels like Cosmos, but I think I liked Cosmos better. You know what I mean? Like, I think I just like Cosmos better. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think that usually is a bad thing. If the remake is not, if I like the original more than the remake, it's, you know. I like Cosmos and I don't like this level. I don't know. I don't hate this level. I just still think the level's pretty decent, you know? It's like a 6, 7 out of 10 level overall, with like 2 pretty bad parts. But aside from that, it's, I don't know, I feel like Cosmos felt a little bit more unique. This doesn't have that. For all the hype that this level had, it's definitely not all that. the black hole background is obscured by block deco. To be fair, I'm actually like in the parts where like there's a lot of block deco, I'm actually really happy because I actually really like the block deco in those parts. Except for like the 2 parts that like again, they just don't really do block deco, they just are hiding the background, in which case I don't like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. I wanted them to add, like, I know that it's supposed to be, like, a black and white level, but you can still add hints, because, like, there's parts in this level that have hints of color, you know? Like, there's like, the glitchy parts that, like, add a little bit of blue and reds, and then there's, like, the ending that is, like, maybe a little bit more purple, I think. And, like, you can add a tiny bit of color in certain parts to emphasize certain aspects of it, but, yeah... Hating today? No, that's not hating. I'm just being honest. Being honest is very, very important. You don't gotta gaslight yourself. Those levels are there. They're very, very good. This is just not one of them. This is pretty mediocre. This is what I expect out of a Cherry Team Mega Collab, and I think that's very telling out of them. Don't show the stream to IMAX. I don't hate IMAX. I actually really, really like Dissonance. I fucking love Dissonance. It's such an amazing level. That is a fumble. That is a massive fumble from IMAX. Absolutely. And whoever else did the second to last part. You're honestly hating? Yeah. I'm being very honest about it, but I'm you know, like if the level was good, I wouldn't hate on it. That's the thing. If the level was just like Coldix part and also like the last part. Like if the part is good, I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm just gonna praise it because it's good. But it's not. So like what do you want me to say, you know? It was a replacement for another part. Interesting. I don't know what they were cooking with that one. Also, I want to say, and I feel like this is a pretty straightforward thing to say, I think IMAX has really good levels, but not because of the visuals being absolutely outstanding. The visuals are usually pretty normal, pretty good, like, you know, but it is mostly because of the gameplay. I think IMAX is like, absolutely excels at gameplay, and that is by far their strongest suit in levels, is that they make really, really fun and enjoyable gameplay, and yeah. They make amazing gameplay, and then they just happen to also make pretty good deco to go with that gameplay. And I think Dissonance is still by far their best work, you know. And I like Dissonance. I'm just making sure. I would assume it's still here, right? Is it not? Yes. Yeah, this one. I like this level. And it doesn't have the best deco ever, but it's pretty good because it has really fucking good gameplay. So, like, what's up with that? Why does this have such good gameplay and actually pretty decent deco? And we get that Cosmos Unleashed part. This is actually really good, in my opinion. Like, I really like this level. It's so fun. It plays so well. I should definitely beat this, because, like, I can definitely beat this. I just haven't for no reason at all. And that's the other thing, guys. It's like, I don't just, like, same with Loltat. Like, I've always been said that I don't love Loltat's colors. I still like this level, even though Loltat is a part of it. Like, just because I don't like generally what somebody does, that doesn't mean I'm, like, instantly hating every single thing that they do. If they make something that I think is good, I'll just say that it's good. I have no problem telling like, somebody, hey, you've made something really good, even though I don't usually like your stuff. I think the level, like, visually improves a lot, starting, like, this part. Actually, no, not starting this part, starting the next part. after we're done with the duels, I think the level, like, visually becomes really, really good. I'm dying to a lot of things here. Yeah, like here, all of this is actually really good looking. I really like how this looks. The vibes of this is very cool. I really like these vibes. Yeah. Cool level. Why didn't you beat it? I just never got around to. I'll beat it at some point. So it's like Matsu Game made a banger. I would, yeah. If Matsu Game made an original level that was a banger, absolutely. If they deserve the praise, they deserve the praise, but they don't. So far, they don't. Have I seen Silent Oppenheimer? Yes, I have. I looked at it last night. I am absolutely in love with Silent Oppenheimer. Not because of the gameplay or because of the visuals, but because of the name and because it is a Made in Abyss inspired level, and I am a very big fan of Made in Abyss. It is very, very, very good show. Honestly, my favorite part of the entire level, just to tell you, is the beginning section that you only have to play once. That is my favorite part of the level. Because it is the most Made in Abyss. But I really, really like the beginning of the ship section with like the big gears. I think that part looks cool as shit. And I like the part with like with all of the explosions. That part is so, so cool. The songs are amazing. I mean, I don't think I can play the songs on stream. I think my stream would be taken down because it's Made in Abyss music. Maybe Kevin Penkin would be nice and wouldn't shut me down, but yeah, like God, that is, it's such a, the songs are absolutely beautiful. They're some of my favorite songs out of the whole show. Bundrud is probably my favorite villain of all time. He is absolutely disgusting. I hate him. He should not exist anymore. But God, his design is absolutely fucking cool, and his character is so goddamn cool. You started watching Made in Abyss because of this level? I will absolutely warn you, because it is not an easy show to watch. It is definitely a show of all time. I actually, maybe we can go and watch Silent Oppenheimer. I have food next to me that's been sitting here for a little bit. I can go put it up. Okay, hopefully I don't get my stream shut down because of this. I really hope I can actually react to it. I love this level. Actually, really like the song. Oh, I got up. I can't. Okay, give me a second, chat. Okay, chat. Copyright? It hasn't shown anything my end from showing that beginning, so, you know. I really, really like this part. Like, the theming of this part and then the atmosphere is very, very nice. I think it's nice. Very cool. Honestly, I will say this is probably the best top 1 or top 10 we've ever had, though. Visually speaking. This is really good. So far, it seems I'm good. No copyright. God, I love Kevin Penkin's music. God damn. This song is so good. This part, this is so cool. This fits so well with the song. Dawn of the Deep Soul is goated. What a good movie. I love Bundred and I hate Bundred. Oh, this part is so cool. With like Red going berserk. I really wish this wasn't a top 1 so that I could actually enjoy this level. Because it looks like it'd be really cool. I will say, I do feel like the ending kind of drags a little bit, and that is why I don't love this level as much. I think that, like, everything after, like, this part is really fucking amazing, right? Like, this is the climax of the song. I feel like this should have been the last part. Like, if the level ended right after this, like, this has to be it. It just kind of, I don't know, it feels like it drags after this. But you can't finish it there. No, I see what it, I will say, I would have loved to see, like, a spark with, like, the snow and, like, the big, like, flowy, river, not, like, water banks of layer 5. Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5, right? Yeah, this was fucking awesome. Right here, when it starts. Like, this looks so cool! Happy New Year, Demogorgon. Oh my god, okay, sorry, I have to watch that ship again. That ship is so cool. Oh, it's so cool. God, I wish this had more contrast. If they had, like, a tiny bit more contrast, it would look so fucking awesome. Like, people are so afraid of putting, like, really bright highlights. Just white. Put white on your level. It's fine. Purple and orange is an absolute cheat code of a color palette. Dude. It's so good. Like, these are so simple. We've been using these since 2.1, but they look so good in here because they like pop out to your face, you know? They're very, very bright and they're creating this big contrast and adds to the depth of the part. Like, that is so good. Like, if you add like white to this part, like really bright highlights to this part, like the spikes, for example, maybe not the spikes specifically because, like, there's a lot of spikes, but, like, the middle of the saw blade or something, to have, like, a very, like, you know, like, you have these really bright, like, flashing lights, make them brighter, make them bigger, you know? Like, that is so fucking cool, and they do that later with the wave part. Here. Like, oh my god, that's such a fucking cool thing. Like, it's so bright and impactful, and it's so in your face, and, like, the contrast is so high, and it's so active. It's so good. It's so good. Hello, visual audio. Yeah, this was really, really solid. I think this level is really, really cool. Two days ago, 32K views. That is insane. Yeah, this level was really fucking cool. And the worst part is that they did it at the beginning. Like in this part, there's a big contrast between the background and the foreground, and there's a lot of depth into it. And you can see like the structuring, like they use very, very bright colors contrasting with very dark colors, and it works super well in this part because of the colors being so like midday, you know, or like maybe a little bit of cloudy midday. And then once you go down here, really deep down, like exploit the darkness, exploit the contrast, and make this. Like in here, it works so well. It works so well in this beginning part, but I wish they had kept up that same intensity and that same, you know. No shaders, no effects, just glow and block design. Hell yeah, that's the true way of making it. I feel the song does not match the intensity of the level. I agree. The song doesn't match the intensity of the level. But if you're gonna go with that much of an intense level, might as well just pop off and make things super intense. You can hear, you see when it turns red because of the pulse? Make that so much brighter. Make that such a saturated, bright red that it engulfs the screen. Oh my god. Anyway, I love this level. I think this level has a lot of potential because it's really cool. Mostly for a solo project. They did such a good job with a solo project like that. It's really, really cool. The level does lack a showing intensity. I think that's basically the only thing dragging it down for me. Like obviously the quality of the art and the designs is kind of just it's good. It's good. It's nothing spectacular, but it is good. It definitely could be better, but the fact that it's lacking the intensity that it's trying to represent through the gameplay in certain parts, I feel like this level could have benefited so much from just being more of a spectacle, you know, chat? Like I often complain about levels being like trying to be too much like for YouTube and for the spectacle. I actually think that this is one of the few cases where it would have been better. To have like such a spectacle in terms of like the colors and the brightness and the contrast and the values, like I'm very picky with I'm very picky with things when it comes to colors and values. Like for example, the biggest reason why I didn't like the IMAX part in Cosmos Unleashed is because there's literally like the values are too similar because of all the filters and there's just no block design. That's it. Those are the main two reasons. If all of the screen filter effects were like absolutely toned down and there was a lot more contrast, and then if the block design had like a little bit more texture put into it, I think it would have looked much better. But that is not the case, so. And I think that's the other thing that I feel like, I wanted to talk about that during my retrospective of 2024 video, but I feel like people need to be a little bit more introspective and actually start like, you know, if they want to improve, obviously if you're not trying to improve, if you're just trying to have fun, then who cares, it doesn't matter, do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're actually trying to improve, then being introspective and actually trying to understand where things went right and when things went a little bit not as right is very, very important. Like, if you look at something and you just look at it and say, oh my god, it's peak, that is not bringing anything to you. As an artist or as a creator, you're not gonna gain anything from it. You're just gonna look at it and say that it's peak. Like, actually try to analyze. Try to understand why things work and why things don't work, you know? Why do I like Polix's part more than IMAX's part? Or why do I like Kiwi's part more than whatever other person's part? Like, you know? Like, if you ask yourself those questions and to try to understand the reasoning behind it, that is how you're gonna improve and learn. And having these conversations is what helps people learn. Because you're not gonna know every single thing about art by yourself. Like, you could be an artist with 20 years of experience and you could still learn new things every day. So it's one of those things that as people and as like beauty creators, you cannot be expected to know everything. And it is actually very, very egocentric of people that do think that they know everything. So like having these conversations and talking about why you think a certain way is definitely a good way to help you improve in your understanding in art. Like when a lot of people ask me, like, how do you know how to do those things? And it's because I've had these discussions with people that know better than me or maybe don't know better than me. And I've talked about these things with them, talked about how I feel about these things and try to understand why people feel certain ways. As an example, like, with like my part in NCS. I don't like my part in NCS. I think that my part in NCS feels very lackluster because it's not doing very much. It's like, it has a lot of things going on, but it doesn't feel very active still. And because it feels so static and because I rushed it so much because I needed to work on so many other things at the same time, I don't really like the part that much. I don't think it's a bad part by any means, you know. It's still a pretty decent part, but I definitely think that there's a lot of things that could have been improved. I could have added a lot more movement, I could have made things feel a little bit more integrated, I could have added more depth, I could have reworked the block design to feel a little bit more artsy. It feels very, very like static and very basic, you know. And these things don't necessarily mean, oh, the part is shit, you know. Like it's the kind of things that like, it's really important to be introspective, not only about your own work, but like also like not only about other people's work, but also about your own work, to like understand like, hey, I definitely could have improved this here. I don't need to improve this right now, surely, because you know we're moving on to the next thing. But I need to take this into account going forward. And like, hey, I need to work on my depth. I need to work on my perspective. I need to work on my colors. You know, I need to work on my contrast. I need to work on my values. These are things that like I take into account when I'm making different things, and now going forward, I'll be applying those things, you know, or I'll be trying to apply those things. NecropoliX is so goofy. It is. It's such a goofy level. Your favorite part is Validity, and see, and that's the thing. A lot of people really like Validity's part, and I'm sure that like, you know, like, you're not the only one. Like, it's definitely a case where like a lot of people, but a lot of people prefer Blooming's part. A lot of people prefer Loco's part, you know. Like, there's reasons why those things are preferred. Like, I really think Validity did a really, really good job. Is there things in the part that could have been improved? Absolutely. You know, there's definitely things that like you can take and be like, oh yeah, these are definitely things that you can improve. And a lot of people would just be like, oh, you're just having high standards, or you're just being picky, or you're just hating. And it's like, no, that's not the case at all. I'm doing this because I'm trying to understand what worked and what doesn't work so that I can learn as a creator, but also to give feedback to the person if they want it, of course. If they don't want it, then, you know, like, you can't keep it to yourself or talk about it to other people. But it is to understand, like, hey, these is actually things that you probably could have improved upon and that I think could be really good for you if you did going forward. I'm pretty sure Validity thinks her part is filler. I also think her part is pretty filler. Doesn't mean that it's a bad part, but it is a filler part. And I think it's always been the case with her parts, because they lack in a direction, in general. I think it's the colors, actually, now that I think about it. I think it's the choice of colors that make it feel like it's not really, it's not a highlight, you know? They're usually very neutral colors, or very neutral tones, with very close values in terms of the contrast. And I think it's good. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Having filler parts is like really important into projects, and I think, you know, you need to have some of those. Like my part in iCup is just a filler. I don't think my part in iCup is very good. Honestly, it wasn't trying to be fair. iCup is just a whatever level. But like, I still like wanted to have fun with the effects and wanted to try MoCraft, and I did. And I learned how to do MoCraft a little bit. I just don't like the drastic style change from Wick to Volley, even transition-wise. It's so much of the transition is even struggling to make a connection. So, originally we had like a bunch of themes going on, and we wanted to keep the whole level as like the same style. But I knew that there was a couple people that just weren't gonna be able to make, you know, modern. One of them being Volley, and I knew that like her part is gonna be art no matter what. So I tried to include 2 different themes to separate the level into 2 halves. The first half being, you know, more of this digital world that you know, was very like pop arty and very flashy and very, you know, in your face. And then when you got out of it, you come out of the TV and her part and you're back to reality, you know. Am I talking about iCup? No, I'm talking about an NCS. iCup had no direction at all. Everybody just did whatever they wanted. So like because of that, like she wanted to go for a more like cyberpunky, more like, you know, kind of realistic style. Not realistic in terms of like the art style, but like, you know, like the tone of the part, you know, the vision for it. It was more grounded instead of being so flashy, arty, cartoony, you know, whatever people want to call it. And it ended up leading to like, you know, because of her like direction, it like directed like basically all of the end of the level. Like Alkari, Bread King, and I changed all of our parts to fit with the division that she had going on. So like my color scheme was completely different in the concept art. You can probably see that if you've seen on my Twitter. But because of all of those things, we had to completely change the direction of the level to fit more with what she was going for, which was a struggle. But I think we all, you know, we were okay with that change and that shift, and we thought it worked really well. Yeah, I think filler parts are really important, and I think that is a thing that I think a lot of people like don't take into account. You don't need every single part of your level to be a highlight. You need specific parts to hit. Like the train in Astrolith, you needed that to hit. That is the big moment in the song, you know? That is when the song climaxes and you need it to hit. So that's why it hit. You know? And the build-up. There's also the part right before Kits's part. Like Kits's part is also a very pretty part of the song. That part needed to hit, and it hit. But between the parts that need to hit, you need to have parts that transition seamlessly between these 2 parts. Something that takes you from point A to point B. And those aren't going to be the highlights of your part. But they still need to be good, and they still need to be important. You know? Like, pacing a level is super important, because it allows you to, like, kind of control how much, how the emotions are shown to your player. And I think that's why, like, Blee, for example, with Rage Quit, I feel like Rage Quit is just too much of that, because of the way that the contest was working. He had to like, you know, do the wow spectacle for every single round. And so because of that, it suffers from every part being too much, and it feels very overwhelming, you know? Like, you play it and you're like, whoa, okay, like, what is happening? There's too much happening. I can't even process what just happened in the last part, and I'm already in 5 parts after with, like, a billion backgrounds have gone by. Like, what is going on? It just feels so overwhelming. There's too many things going on, and the pacing just feels off. And so, because of that, it creates, like, you know, a sense of, like, whoa. Like, maybe it's too much, you know? And it's also why, like, you know, Emerald Realm. A lot of people like Emerald Realm, but they don't. They just like Coolix part in Emerald Realm and how it builds up to it. Everything else in Emerald Realm, people just forget that it even exists, except for maybe El Matoswag's part. And, like, those are not good fillers, because good fillers are fillers that people remember. Things that connect the part to another and then make the level feel integral. If you remove them from the level doesn't feel the same. If you remove everything else from Emerald Realm, except for NecropoliX part, the level feels the same to me. There's not a single difference to it. And like, if you're able to remove a part from a level, and it feels the exact same, then it's just not very good filler. It's not a very good transition point between the parts. And I think that's like, very, very important. Prefer EX 100%? I think I do too, but not gameplay-wise. EX sucks gameplay-wise. I remember Kuba's part pretty well, served as a good filler part in my opinion, though the people who merged his part did him so dirty. I think the part has a lot of issues with the camera and the colors that make it like... I kind of remember it, but yeah, out of all of them, it was probably one of the more okay ones, but it still doesn't, like, you know... And that's the thing, it's like, I think in a level, if there's like more than 2 parts or 3 parts that stand out, and like a normal length of a level, you know, if you're playing with a 9-minute level, it's different, but if there's 2 or 3 parts that stand out, that's usually good. Emerald Realm was 600k. It was actually worse at that at the beginning. I think it was optimized like massively. Because a lot of the parts were really, really badly optimized. Like, I think if a level has a strong beginning, 2 parts in the middle that are like very good highlights, and a strong end, it usually ends up being a pretty memorable level. Like, obviously that's not always the case, but like, Well Rested has a really, really strong beginning. It has the section with the, like, right before the build-up. Like, right before the song comes down of the build-up. That is, like, one of the highlights. And then the drop. And then the ending is very strong, you know? There's obviously other parts in the level, but they're kind of filler to, like, you know, take you between one part and the other and, like, link the ADS together and, like, explore different ideas within the same ideas. And, like, that's very good. You don't need to have the whole level be, like, the drop of Well Rested, you know? Like, having more memorable parts doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing. There's a good balance that you need to achieve. You have a bias that you prefer levels that are consistent the whole way instead of having a highlight here and there. Hello, Alpine. Oh my god, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. Happy New Year! I wanted to say both Astrolith and Next Captain are amazing levels and both one of my favorite levels in the game. Thank you. Oh, of course. The team worked super, super hard. Everybody involved in those projects worked incredibly hard in those projects and did such an amazing job at getting through it. And mostly the fact that the levels were made in like a month. I feel like that is absolutely incredible and impressive that the team actually managed to pull through. And I'm very, very proud of all of them for all of the hard work that they did. And I'm very glad that y'all like the levels. They're super fun. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Hello, Maxi. And Happy New Year to you too, Fireblaze Blast. Maddie self-glazed. Maddie doesn't even have blocks, come on. Yeah, I genuinely think everybody in Astrolith and NCS did a fantastic job. Very, very proud of the whole team. So those $5 are gonna be added to the general to the general fund of hitting the Astrolith and NCS girl body pillow. So we're getting there. We're getting there. To get to $50, it was that we are gonna be drawing an Astrolith and NCS girl body pillow for chat because they requested that, and so I gave them a goal of $50. Yep. Now, I think Chad, wasn't specific enough, so I get to decide. I am doing one body pillow, and each side has a different girl, and that's it. I'm not doing 2 body pillows, one for each girl. So you get to have, the designs for each of them. Also, the body pillow will be safe for work for the most part. I am not drawing NSFW on stream. That is not happening. It will be safe for work. It will be safe for work. But it will be slightly lewd. So. Yeah, once we get to the $50 donation goal, we can do that. But yeah, thank you so much, Alpine, for that. I really appreciate it. Making a bunch of memorable parts without any proper progress will make those parts not memorable. Exactly, yeah. Because you just lost being able to experience and therefore appreciate the part and build up to there. Yeah, I think, like, the build up to the drop of Well Rested is absolutely incredible. Like, that is what makes the drop hit, like, so perfectly. Who was the person who made the part that caused me hell, the last part in NCS? That would be me. If it's the very, very last part, it's me. If it's not the last part, if it's like the one before, that is Brett King. Warp is so hard to use. Warp is fun. I think on mobile it's definitely a struggle, but it's fun. I'm still AP from last year's party, so I'll be lurking. Good luck, Leah. Thank you. I appreciate it, Hello Cube. I hope you had an amazing New Year's, and I hope you're having a very, very fun 2025 so far. Unlike me and my leg cramps. Safe for work, they ruin it. It has to be at least safe for work, because YouTube will shut down the stream, and it is a Geometry Dash community. And while I know the y'all are horribly down bad, I do however need to take into account the fact that there is a lot of kids in this community, or younger people. So I don't straight up want to do all of the nasty stuff. I will be doing my best to keep it, keep it tasteful. It'll be tasteful. Building on mobile is definitely a handicap in 2.2. I don't necessarily agree there. I think a lot of creators that I know prefer building on mobile than building on PC. Like, Knots prefers building on mobile, Zender as well. I know that a lot of people are just very, very used to the mobile creator. And they prefer building on mobile than on PC. I definitely don't think I could build on mobile again. I tried to once, like a year ago, and I struggled so hard. Like with my 24 part. I really struggled with that. Which is why my 24 part is like, so simple. Because I was building on mobile and I had like no hacks, I had to like, I mean, not like I use hacks to be fair, but I didn't have any access to like, quality of life features, like scaling and stuff like that, so I had to work with what I had. So the end art of 24 is just completely made on mobile. You do not have an attraction to a fictional character made of objects in a cube game. That's good. Leah wouldn't have a career without warp? What are you talking about? I've had a career without warp because I literally I've existed for years in the GD community. I had the record for the most mega collab parts like 4 years ago, I think. Not anymore, I'm washed. I don't have that many collab parts anymore, but I had the record. Let me remind you, I had the record. I build a mobile, and the amount of time I waste and get precise values and scaling is horrible. That's so funny. It's way slower because of things like warp. That's fair. I think if you really rely on warp to get through things, it struggles. I like mobile better, but that's probably because I'm too lazy to learn hotkeys. Hotkeys are so fucking useful in PC. Once you learn them, they become like such a big part of your workflow, and it speeds things up so much. The QOL of being on PC is so good. Does the NCS girl still not have a name yet? No. What's my record? My record, at the time was, I think it was 70... No, so it was 54 concurrent collabs and a total of like 73 released projects. And I think that was my record. Lines are the best object? No, circles are the best object. The fact that you can warp circles to become lines is like absolutely broken. Circles are by far like the most useful tool in the entire game. Circles are like just a normal square. Actually, maybe a triangle might be more useful than the square. But triangles and circles are like by far like so broken. You can basically create anything out of just circles. Cab girl, not gonna lie, gives me Ashley vibes. We can maybe name her Ashley. I think a lot of people think her name is Leah because of my part being signed like right under her. Which I do think it could be cute to call her Leah, even though we look not too similar. My hair is way longer. I mixed hair and long. My hair is way longer than hers. But she does have black hair, so who knows? Wonder who has a record now? No clue. I would assume it's like somebody like Hell Pegasus or yeah, either Hell Pegasus or like Burgos, I think. No, Burgos stopped creating. No clue. But I would assume Hellpig probably has the record at this point. Hellpig has like way more than me. Kuluk probably? No, Kuluk isn't even close to my record. Kuluk isn't a lot of things, but it's not even close to mine. So like Hellpig probably has it at this point. Either Hellpig or like a CP grinder that is just in a bunch of collabs. Then you know, like maybe Yuhansu could have it. Aizen stopped creating too. They might have had it at some point, like right after I stopped playing, but not anymore. Hellpig is definitely Oh, Icarus. Icarus could, yeah. I will advocate for Estella or something similar for NCS girl name. Estella. Well, so far we have Estella or Ashley. Oh. You know. Not bad names, to be fair. Estella or Ashley are very, very pretty names. I like both of those. Okay, I'm gonna just go and play NecropoliX a little bit, just from 0. If we get to 73, we get to 73, but... Yeah, you told me about Estella. I remember it. It is very pretty. I vouch for Estella over Ashley. That would require me to go and update the level and give her, like, the name Estella somewhere. You should make a next Asterix soon for 2025 April Fools. I looked up who had the most collab parts, and the AI told you that Geometry Dash has power-ups. I definitely think it's Hellpig. I wouldn't even think it's close. Like at the very least, in released levels, I'm pretty sure it's Hellpig. What's a record? The record, I think... I remember the record being like over 150 at some point after me. I remember somebody talked about it. I know that somebody keeps track of it. I don't remember who it was. They were talking about the fact that it had just gotten to 150, and so the record just keeps going up. That's the thing. You know, if you're at 30 and the record is 150, in like 2 months the record will not be a 150 anymore. It'll be like a 155. You know, because whoever has the record, if they're still playing the game, they will just keep making the record go higher. So What is the record? I don't remember what the record currently is. I honestly, if somebody could ask Helpig, how many projects have you been in? Yuhansu has the most CP right now. Yes, but it's not about the most levels that there. I guess it could be. I don't know if the record counts as solo levels. I think it only counts collab parts. I don't know if how it counts is that how many collab parts you've made or how many projects you've been in. Because if it counts solos, then it's different, I think. Then yeah, definitely one of the CP grinders gets it, or Yuhansu. I don't know. It would be really interesting to actually document this. That was 67 again. 66. Yeah. Come on. You know that Tickle GD has every record? True. Yoon has. Oh, okay. Yoon has. Thank you. Okay, so apologies for the mispronunciation. I thought it was Yuhansu. So Yoon has. So Yoon sir is Yoon stay real, and then you have Yoon has. So you have two Yoons. I assume it is a pronunciation due to be a Korean name. I'm not very good with Korean name pronunciations. Somebody on GD livestream named Skibbity Dash. No, that's crazy. I can't wait for Skibbity Dash to release their first mythic. Rob, that is like every Tickle GD level. I don't think I don't think that's a specifically a new thing. Every run that I've gotten past that ship has been very messy today. But at the very least I'm getting past it, so I'm not complaining too much, but it is a very messy runs for the ship. That was a very early jump. I should have died there. I probably was like a frame after the limit. Okay, not bad. Consistent 66s. It's pretty decent. Yeah, that part is just a gatekeep for me. I think it'll have to be a fluke. There's no way that I actually consistently get through it. I will say I have improved massively at my triple jumps because of this level. Like as we speak, Spleak 72 is creating another level? Probably, yeah. You seem to search the same syllable in Korean. I see. Interesting. That would explain it. Korean has always been a language that I thought is very interesting. Maybe I'll try to learn Korean at some point. I'm still trying it with the Japanese, but maybe Korean at some point. Yes, that is for light on my own. Good song. It's from All Nighter Volume 9. Very, very good. I wonder if they're gonna do something special this year for All Nighter Volume 10, since it's the 10-year anniversary. Split 72 has not touched grass since last year. Hey, neither have I, technically speaking. I went outside yesterday for a walk. It was nice. But I have not gone outside since yesterday. I've been home all day. By the way, chat, Yoon literally just posted a video of him looking at the New Year sunrise. Oh, that's cute. That's really pretty. I like that. I need to announce a couple things. Tomorrow, I will not be streaming. I'm not gonna be home tomorrow. So, no stream tomorrow. I'm sorry. But I will be streaming on the 3rd. It'll be a very short stream though. I might even cancel it depending on how I'm feeling because I really want to rest as much as possible for the 24-hour stream. Because you already saw how exhausting the 5-hour stream the other day was, and then the 7-hour of drawing. Like those two were very exhausting. So for these, I think I might take the 3rd off and like just focus on, you know, getting shit done. But I'm definitely taking tomorrow off because I'm not home. But I might be taking the January 3rd off as well. I know I'm taking too many days off lately. I'm sorry, chat. I promise it'll be worth it. The 24 hours will compensate for it. How long is this stream gonna be? I don't know. I'm just having fun right now. I think we'll go for like maybe another hour. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. Then I get really tired and I'll stop and, you know. There's a bunch of things I gotta do anyway, so I don't, you know, mind too much. Until she beats it? No, I won't be doing that. Oh my goodness. Streaming NecropoliX until I beat it will be here for the next like 2 days. I really don't think I'm beating this today. I'm doing good runs, but the gatekeeping part at like 60 to 70% is still too hard for me. I don't think taking a stream break is gonna help you escape homelessness. I'm not homeless. I wouldn't be able to stream if I was homeless. Never too late to fluke it. It has to be a fluke. I'm very confident with the first like 60% of this level, and then the second we get to like 65, I 65 to 75, I am like 0 confidence on. Like getting through there is literally just a gamble. If I get through there, I have to fluke it. Like I can't die to like 73 again. Like, you know, I have to actually get past through the whole thing. Because if not, then I'm actually never getting there. This is keeping me so hard. Oh, I did say 75. I did say 75. Chad, I do think you might need to get a little bit. The stream got delayed. Oh no, the stream was not delayed. That makes sense. But yeah, it is very unfortunate. I did say it's 75. You know, 75 is like the last actual hard jump, and everything else after that I just need to fluke it. I'll probably die to like 79, maybe, because that is a hard jump too. Or is it 81? I don't remember which one it is, but that is a hard jump. I shouldn't have died there. That jump is easy. The next jump is the hard jump. That jump is easy. I shouldn't have died there. I'm upset. Just spam and go. I think that the community is like very, very aware of like that just is a thing that you do, you know. Whenever somebody's getting far, you spam go. That is the those are two things in this community that I think will forever stay. I don't think a getting far and go is I don't think that's ever changing. We could be in fucking 2055 and people will be still saying getting far and go. Also, chat, that it was the 20th death that I've had between 65 and 75. So, now that is now 20 deaths to that part. Not bad, I think. But it could be a lot worse. It's a very interesting GD culture. I think it's very cute. I think I'm actually very happy we have like something like, you know, that everybody's like very knowledgeable about. Like everybody knows about that, and it's nice. It's comforting in a way. Someone said. Top 10 dumb deaths. All of them are between 65 and 75. New best somewhere far. I see. Maybe now that you're on stream, I will beat the level and that, you know, maybe that'll happen. I say this, but like I'm not a player. Like I don't really play hard levels. Like me playing this is just because I felt like it. I'm not a very, very like, you know, I've beaten like 15 extreme demons, I think. Actually probably less than that. So like, it's not like I beat extreme demons all the time, and I don't have like a lot of insane demons either. It's just, I don't know, I really wanted to play this level. Oh, I wanted to play the original, and after I beat the original I was like, man, I just love this level too. I might go from Crimson Clutter. Crimson Clutter is really weird because it's very heavy in like the 30 to 60% era. Like 30 to 60% is like by far the hardest part of the level, and after that the level's kind of free. Here actually, I had Crimson Clutter somewhere in here. And I'm not very good at wave, so me saying like the hardest part of the level is the wave is like, you know, expected. That right there, those clicks right there are like super hard. Yeah, that part right there is like super hard. Oh my god, this part right here. This part right here at like 40% is so hard. It is so rough. There you go. God, that is such a... You have to do like 3 clicks like super fast. Oh my god, come on. And then you get to here and it's like, okay, this is not too bad. You can land on the first one and then it's just symmetrical wave. But do remember like the hitboxes are actually a lot bigger than they look. And then you get to this mini wave, and this mini wave isn't too bad, as long as it's like mirror. But the moment that it flips back, that is when the mini wave becomes kind of hard. Like this is actually really quite fun. Yeah. This is where the mini wave becomes really hard. Okay, or not, I'm just goated. But yeah, these duels are pretty chill. Two. Now when you get to the ship, you should not die. Ooh, unless you're me and stupid and forget that you have to let go there. Come on, this is not hard. Why am I dying to the ship? Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, that ship is really fun. Like, it really, the biggest difficulty is just the big wave. Oh my god, I'm dying to this beginning queue. The big part of the difficulty comes from just the wave. And like the big wave. The moment you get into mini wave, it should be okay. This level's actually not too long either. It's actually like really good about this level. It's just really hard, but it's not too long. God, these corridors are so tight. Oh my goodness. And then this right here. This transition is really rough. And then, yeah, these clicks. These clicks, I don't think I'll ever, like, manage to do these clicks consistently. It's just, like, it's such a awkward timing. Like, you click once, and you click again, and then like, that is 1, 2, 3, and then, but the third one, it has to be, like, super late. So it's, like, 1, 2, and then 3 way later. Maybe I can, like, figure out a click pattern for that, but it's rough. Yeah, and here you should definitely land it completely down, because that will stabilize your wave. So that they're symmetrical, else it won't be symmetrical. One of them will be slightly, different. Yeah, the mini wave is actually really fine. The more that I think about it. So the level difficulty is like 30% to 50% or something like that. And then the ship is really fun. Yeah, that ship is so fun. I don't know. It's a cool level, definitely. I definitely think you could go for it, but hard. It is just very concentrated between like the middle of the level. That is where most of the difficulty is. The goal ended? That's okay. I mean, the goal is just there to remind people. Um, can we hit the 2 hours? We wanted to make more ship gameplay like that. I think we have a lot of ship gameplay like that. It's just that people got like tired of it because there was just so much of it. Like that was kind of the norm for like 7 years, you know. So now people are trying to do more experimental stuff, which is why you see like a lot of people like Max making very experimental gameplay, you know. And not everybody succeeds when making experimental gameplay. Like Max is one of the very few people that have actually made very fun and playable gameplay. It's just that it's often really hard to. But a lot of the new experimental wave of gameplay is actually just not very good. Not super enjoyable to play. And I don't mean like gameplay creators, that like just actual people making levels, you know. Like the playability is not super taken into account a lot of the time, which is, you know, fair. Like iCup didn't take playability into account at all. People just did their own thing. Hello, Aquar. How's it going? Your unbeknownst is Christmas music. You have tinnitus, body pain, and you just woke up. That is a great way to start your 2025. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you're gonna feel better very soon. Please take it easy. I would recommend putting up some music with some headphones, and maybe that could help. I don't know. I'm not a tinnitus professional. I don't know what actually helps, or maybe that makes it worse. Maybe not hearing anything helps instead of isolating the noise. I don't know. I don't have tinnitus, so I can't tell you very much. Not a professional. Another thing that I want to see a lot is ship gameplay that naturally like guides the player without like obstacles. Like and it's really weird because I know that like that sounds really weird, but like for example in like Scorpion, like the ship just kind of like there's no real obstacle that kills you telling you, hey, you have to go up. But just the way that the composition of things is done, and the way that like it opens up like above you but not beneath you, like you kind of feel inclined to go up, you know. And I really like the way that like and intuitively the player feels like they have to go up. That is very good level design in my opinion from 64X. I think Maddie is joking because of the fact that I was playing another red and black level with 9 circles and this end being Crimson Clutter. This level low-key sucks? No, it's also fun. What? Aside from 65 to 75%, this level is actually really enjoyable. It is just a lot of triple spikes, which like you improve so much by playing this level at triples. I feel like I'm really good at triples now because of this level. But you know, I still die to them, but I'm definitely a lot better at like knowing when I need to jump in order to make a triple, because there's so many different triples in this level that you need to do. I will say this is the kind of level where I'm glad that this level breaks up the difficulty and it's not just triples. Like the triple trial, for example, I don't think I could do that because it's just the same jump over and over again. I think I would I would struggle with the consistency. But the fact that this like breaks it apart into like different types of difficulty, I think this helps it a lot for me, you know. I'm so tired. I slept like 3 hours, Chad. I'm really exhausted. I went to bed at like 4, and then got woken up super early because of the cramp. I tried sleeping again. I think I fell asleep at like maybe 10:30, 11, and then I got woken up again at like 12:30. Maybe I slept for like 4 hours, 5 hours maybe. Yeah, like 5 hours, like, if, like, I actually slept through the whole thing, which I don't think I did, that would be, like, 5 hours of sleep, and that's, you know, that's fine, like, that's the usual for me, but, yeah, I feel very exhausted. You know, like, NecropoliX itself, that's very, very valid. I really like the visuals and the aesthetic of this level. It feels very, very nice. Like it looks very good. I just wish that the difficulty spike was like either at the beginning or just not there at all. Because having it so deep into the level is so annoying. Harder, easy demon. I would always prefer 8 stars, but if we have to choose between both, I'll go with hard demon. Or a demon, hard demon, or hard like difficulty. Like hard like 5 stars. I've been sleeping where I should be awake and being awake where I should be sleeping. Valid. I think NecropoliX is not as fun as NecropoliX. I think NecropoliX is a little bit more fun. Because it fixes the inconsistencies. That is the 65% being the hardest part of the level makes sense because in the original it was. But in the original it was because it was inconsistent. In here it is just hard. Like this is just a hard difficulty. In the original, it was not hard, it was just very inconsistent because of the UFO setup being, like, completely unreliable. So, like, that was really annoying, you know? You got past that, you probably beat the level because the level's really, really easy after that. This one is just, that part is really, really, really hard. That is, like, 2 straight flies that are, like, really, really tough. And then also very, very hard timings with the ball. Very, like, kind of... It is still a clunky setup with the UFO, but it is a reliable setup, to be fair. You have more room now. You have more wiggle room, I think. It is still really hard though. But then the setup of the UFO into the ship after that is way harder. Keep going too far up there. Have I seen the plunge? You mean by Liriaki and Comet Face? Is it those two? It's Liriaki, I think, and somebody else maybe. Maybe not Comet Face. Or no, that is maybe the fall. Is that? I'm forgetting what level that is. Plunge. If it's a new level, then probably no. But if it's the old level by Liriaki, then I think that is what it's called. And no, it's maybe not called that. It's maybe called the fall. I don't know. I really love to beat a beginner stream. That's very, very valid. I think a lot of people really want to beat an extreme demon as like an accomplishment because it shows them that they've been improving a lot. I think there's definitely a lot of extremes out there that you can definitely just grind out and just beat it due to the sheer number of attempts that you're gonna put into. Mostly at the easier levels. I do think that playing insane demons is actually like really good for you. Like, don't just go straight to extreme demons. Like, go and beat a bunch of insane demons. They're gonna help you, like getting consistent at, like, difficulties and stuff. It's really, really good. And a lot of them are actually really enjoyable. And different insane demons have different skill sets, and you can, like, practice those insane demons as a way to, like, improve on specific skill sets. Like, for example, playing, like, Bid Reaper by Black, it'll help you with, like, your control spam click, but also, like, memory and timings. Because it's very, very fast level. So by, like, having those things, you know, I think it makes it really, really cool. Like, going through and playing different insane demons, and being like, you know, there's different things you play through, to teach you different skill sets, and then once you go into an extreme demon, you're, like, a little bit more prepared than, you know, if you just went into it right now without any experience. Layak is honestly one of your favorites insane. Layak is actually very interesting. I think a lot of people really thought Layak was horrible. I actually think it plays okay with the exception of, like, one part. I enjoyed Layak a lot. I've seen, like, so many people complaining about Layak being ticked too hard. I forgot to update the title. 74. Been 74 for a little while. But I really enjoyed Layak. I remember when it came out, like, I remember the original gameplay. I remember yelling at, like, Ral because I wanted to decorate it. But then he told me Enzer was getting on it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just leave that to Enzer. In the end, Enzer did a fantastic job with the deco. Such a cool level. Very happy for all of them. Yeah, the jump was early. The wave gravity switch with the pre-drop is really bad though. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's really bad. It's just, it's very clunky. It feels odd to play. Why did I jump into it? I don't know how that setup works. I have my own setup already, and I just completely ruined it by keep holding. That's the thing with me, though, is that when I play levels, I'm very, like, dependent on click patterns and setups. Like, if my setup slightly changes, I get too confused and I can't adapt very easily. I need, like, my click pattern to be the same in order for me to, you know, actually get through. Like, if I can change it very slightly, and if I'm, like, super focused, I can manage to, like, you know, recover, but it's not easy, no. I'm lagging a little bit. What's my favorite easy demon? My favorite easy demon? I don't remember if this is an easy demon, but I see stars probably. Oh no, passed. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite easy demon. Let's put the song on. I told you to make it 8 stars, Maddie. 8 stars in my opinion is the most fun difficulty for like fun levels. I think it's the most hated difficulty by people, because they like think it's demon and it should have just been a demon, but I disagree. 8 stars is like the best difficulty. I died to it. I'm a noob. I can't believe it. Yeah, this level's amazing. Let me see. What other easy demons are there that I've played? I mean, God, there's so many easy demons. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think I'll see any. Emotion is really good. Would I be able to send it here when I 100% it? Of course. Just so you know, I might not be streaming tomorrow. No, actually, I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow, and I'm probably not streaming either on the 3rd. So if you do send it, it will have to be like during the 24-hour stream, if you don't send it today. In which case, I won't play during the 24-hour stream. I'll just save the ID and I'll play it after, on the next stream after that. We'll see if I'm here during January 3rd. I might take a break too, to focus on other stuff. Yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to starting the 24-hour stream. I'm like very, very excited because I've been like thinking about the level like almost non-stop for the past week. I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do with it. So I'm very, very much looking forward to getting the 24-hour stream started. And well, technically speaking, it will be a 25, maybe 26-hour stream. It actually won't stop like straight up at 24. I might do like 2 streams because I know that YouTube doesn't like 24-hour streams. So like I might like stop like 16 hours in, and then you know, like segment it into 2. I'll just stop the stream and then restart it like a couple seconds after, just so that YouTube, because YouTube really sucks for this. Or if not, then because I want to keep it on YouTube, but I might also do it on Twitch. I might do it on both at the same time. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. It'll be rough, but. Unfortunate. What the fuck is Peaks Shrieks? It is a level that was released by a Loltad, I think like a week or 2 ago. It got legendary, I think. It was an okay level. It was a pretty okay level, yeah. I love this song so much. It's crazy that Zetabyte by Jenkins just exists, and then like there's no other level that could ever use the song. Like I don't think there's any level that could ever use the song again. I'm hearing it, I can see Zetabyte. Not really, but I can, you know. And Zetabyte just did such an incredible job with the song. We have to have another level with this song, because the song is amazing. I don't know, maybe I'll start on my Mega Neko arc. Because I've been in my Elshivas arc for the past like couple months. But who knows, maybe I'll start a Mega Neko arc going forward. Jenkins and Scrumpy. Yeah, they're both very good. Yeah, they're both very good. Don't have too much to say there. I think Jenkins is less of a design creator and more some he doesn't have a specific style that he does in general. I think Jenkins has like kind of created his own like unique thing. I wouldn't call design, but aside from that, they're both very talented creators. Destiny is also really good. Yeah. Destiny is like you said. Destiny is very talented. I think I really like Destiny more like when they started making their art stuff more. I think I would love to see a more artsy level from Destiny. Like NecropoliX was really good, of course, but like their part in Marwick level, Atmos. Their part in Atmos is also really good. I want to see more of that, more 2.2 like Destiny going into art. I would love to see that. I don't think they play the game anymore. Right? They made their Atmos part, but that's about it. And they made their part in Emerald Realm. So I don't know. They've kind of been like in and out of the community. Hello, Polity. Welcome. How's it going? You never hear people talk about Insane Demons all too much. I don't agree with that fully. There's a lot of really popular Insane Demons. It's just that a lot of people kind of talk more about extremes, and so it's not because people don't talk about Insanes, it's because you hear so much more talk about extremes that it feels like, you know. Like, I feel out of everything, like, medium and hard demons are probably the ones that people talk the least about. Like easy demons and insane demons, I feel like get talked about a lot, and then obviously extremes are talked about the most. Y'all think there's more autos than insane demons? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I think there's more insane demons than autos. I mean, we can check, to be fair, but I would assume there's more insane demons. Because, like, the fact is, there's over 1,000 extreme demons, so there's clearly more than that in insane demons. Right? There has to be more than that. Because, okay, let's go with extremes first. How many extremes are there? 1,141, okay. How many auto levels are there? 728. So there has to be more insane demons, surely. Yeah, 1,174. Is that the same amount as... Is there the same amount of insane and extremes? Okay, no, there's more insanes than extremes. Yeah, that's what I figured, okay. Did you really just hate Summer Gallery? No, I don't hate Summer Gallery. I think Summer Gallery is a pretty okay level. I think that the part without the anime characters are actually pretty damn solid. And I think it has a lot of merit for it. I just think that the art of the anime characters is very lackluster, and it is more of a beginner art, which I understand. Like the creator is very aware of it too, and that they're trying to improve. And I definitely think that there's definitely things that they could have done to improve it. But I think Summer Gallery is a pretty okay level. It is a very mid to decent level, you know. If I had to give it a rating, it would be like between a 5 and a 6 out of 10. Hello, Dave. How's it going? Welcome. There's way too little 2-star levels and they all get a lot of downloads. Yeah, because they're super, like, that's the actual first difficulty. Like, let's be fair, not a lot of people actually go and play autos. I think more people play 2-stars than they play autos. Even though there's a lot more autos, I think. Like, it's so easy to just put one jump into your level and it's suddenly not auto anymore. It's just a 2-star. Is that just 5 out of 10? I heard you that our levels on negative. No, that's see, the thing is, like, I can look at 2 levels, and if a level has better, like, look, like a Summer Gallery, because Summer Gallery has pretty okay art and it has pretty okay gameplay. But if your level has less good art but better gameplay, it'll get the same score. Because I'll still feel like it's a 5 out of 10 because the gameplay is better, but the visuals are not great. I might even give it more of a score because you have better gameplay than it, you know. Will we make an art platformer level? Probably not. I don't think I'm good with platformers. I don't particularly feel interested in working on a platformer. Really, the only reason why I would make a platformer is if I want to make a game, but I can just make the game outside of GD. So for those that don't know, I work in game design. Well, I used to work in game design. I currently don't have a job. But I used to work in game design, so I used to make video games. That was my job. I was pretty damn good at it too. But if I ever get into like platformers in GD, I could, like, my mindset is always just I can just make the game outside of GD and it'll probably be faster, more efficient, and more fun for me, because that is just something that I really enjoy. So when it comes to like making something in GD, the only reason why I would do it in GD instead of like making a whole game outside of GD is literally because in GD I have more of a reach and I can have more people play it. And that I would only do it if like it's for like charity or like specifically to get money, you know. If it's like I'm making a YouTube video out of this game that I'm making and that is what is gonna fund me because GD isn't gonna pay me for that, then like that's how I do it. Like, that is literally the only reason why I would do it. Because if I make a game, I make it, and I probably want to get paid for the game, and the outreach is probably the only thing that, like, would help me with GD. Everything else about making a game would be easier outside of GD. Making my own physics, or even using default physics that already exists. Making different sprites and tile sets. Making animations. Optimization. Using shaders and different tools to improve the graphics of the game. Like, all of that is just easier to do outside of GD. Same with like coding. I enjoy coding outside of GD way more than in GD. I feel like mything rating has ruined the game. Very happy. Oh, but I feel like there's just a spark of arguments and complaints. No, I agree. I don't think it has ruined the game. I think it had the potential to be a good thing, but the community did not make it into a good thing. I think the rating itself isn't the problem. It's the way that the ratings have worked. The fact that they're only, like, it's literally just decided by RopDubs. It creates a lot of discourse because people have different opinions, you know? And so people cannot actually voice those opinions because RopDub is the only person who decides how things work. And that is the part that has made it really, really bad. It's the fact that RopDub implemented a feature that was entirely his decision. And that is not how this community works. This community does not work around, you know, this community does not need the decision of one man to, like, you know, make up their mind for them. I think that is something that is, like, the fact that, like, there's, like, the fact that Mythic gives 5 creator points is also absolutely stupid. It should just not. Like, I feel like creator points at this point should just not be like that. Either remove them or, like, completely change them so that a level just gives you 1 creator point. So the creator points just shows you how many levels you've actually done. And not actually, like, you know. Because somebody, like, the quality of level is not represented properly, I think. And I think it's weird. Like, I'll say it, there are a few epic rated levels out there that are a lot better, in my opinion, than some of the mythic levels that have come out over the past year. So, personally speaking, the rating system is kind of lame. But we don't care too much about that. You just died at 65 so casually? Yeah, trust me, I've died to 65 over 10 times. Like, I'm... that whole section, I've died to it so many times that I can just speak while playing that section. I only need to lock in after I get past that whole part into the blue part. Before the blue part, I don't need to lock in. I'm chilling, just talking. I also disagree that it should be community-based. I think that making it community-based is horrible because the community has no idea what art is and what a good level is. The community is made out of mostly people who don't play the game very frequently and don't know much about, like, making levels or, like, creative process of levels. And I don't think that a random kid's opinion on Rage Quit that they saw on TikTok should be, you know, representative of how the actual creating community feels. I think there's definitely an in-between the two that could work. I don't think it should be entirely community-based. I don't think it should be more community-based. I just think it should be better than just RopDub by himself. And I think that having multiple mods decide that is already a good step, but I also just think that, like, the mod team by itself is, you know, not the most capable people out there. They're trying their best though, but they're still not the most capable. Community would be a disaster. I agree. I think community votes would just absolutely ruin the entire, like, system of the level. Like for example, there's, like, because, like, that also implies that, like, if people really don't like a level because they specifically don't like a specific creator, like, let's say Blee gets into a controversy and everybody hates Blee now, then Blee's levels, like Rage Quit, that got mythic would absolutely just get downvoted to hell and get, like, star rate or, like, feature, you know? Elder mods, at least? Yeah, I think Elder mods is a good, like, settling point for now. It's a good step forward. But I think a lot of the Elder mods are also people who don't really create anymore. They're just kind of in the community as Elder mods. So their opinions are also, you know, their opinions in the end. Can't say that they're all factual or whatever. Mid. Yep. Give creators mid. Everybody is just mid. Let's just everybody, when you make a level, the level starts off as mid, and then you can either get a good level or a bad level. And so if people like your level, then it's a good level. And if people don't like your level, then it's a bad level. And if people are indifferent, then it's mid. So that way we only have good levels, bad levels, and mid levels, and that's all that matters. No rating system, no creator points, just good levels, bad levels, and mid levels. That's it. Prioritizing Gecko over gameplay is Omega based? No. You need to take care of both into account. And I feel like a lot of people a lot of people go and shit about the gameplay in Next Capsule when Next Capsule has actually really fun gameplay, in my very, very personal opinion. It's just that people just don't feel like practicing levels and don't feel like actually trying to learn levels. They just expect to have like indicators telling them where to go, and that's it, you know? And that's just, the gameplay has nothing to do with the indicators. The actual base gameplay, if it had indicators, would, like, a lot of people would just be like, oh my god, this is actually really fun. But the fact that it doesn't is suddenly like, oh, it's bad gameplay. It's like, no, it's not bad gameplay. You're just a bad player for not actually trying to learn the level and reading it. I definitely think gameplay is something that a lot of people don't take into consideration enough. Gameplay is actually really important, and I do care about gameplay most of the time. Like, there's like 2 levels that I didn't care about gameplay, and it was Who I Know and iCup. And I think that is very reflective of the levels. Bit pissed about that one. Bit pissed about that one. Bit pissed about that one, but yeah, I was bit upset about that one. Okay, here. Like, next capsule. Let's go play it. I can just beat this, I don't need to. Like, I made sure that this level had the least amount of indicators as possible. I will give you this. There are 2 transitions that I am 100% in agreement with, that they are weird because of the design of the parts. That is not due to the gameplay. That is entirely due to the composition of the parts and the way that they work. The first one is this transition. This goes into a blank transition, and then you see these structures at the bottom. So you want to click on them, which, to be fair, you can and get back up. But a lot of people have very bad reflexes, and they click really late, which in turn makes them die. Valid. I do agree that the composition of this part makes it very confusing because it has no indicators. But aside from that, all of this is literally just learning the level. Like, you played on practice mode once and you actually get through it, and all of these things are super, super readable. This part is a bit confusing because of this sequence. You go here, and then you hold, and then you do that. Like, it's very confusing because it seems like there's a lot going on, but if you just hold, and you learn this from playing it in practice, you just get through it. It's free. It is holding. I will say this part is actually kind of tricky. I do understand why a lot of people have issues with this part. I do too. Same with this part. Every single orb on the screen, you can pre-click. You can pre-click it. It's not like you have to pre-click it. And if you pre-click it, you're good. And it's like, it's so easy once you learn these things because you just pre-click every orb and you only click at the orbs. And like, that's so simple. And then after this, I think a lot of people really like the gameplay from everything after this, which I'm very happy that they do because I made all of this gameplay. So I'm very, very happy. Also, if you lag in NCS, just use the LDM. It has a really good LDM. Like, the LDM does not lag very much. The only part that I know lags in the LDM is the transition between Loco and Blooming, and that's it. Like, if you go and play the LDM, it's actually really good. I made sure that it was. And you can still enjoy the level, you know? It's not like a thing that absolutely ruins the entire level, like some others do. Yeah, this part still lags, I will say. This part's LDM is not the best, but that is it. Every other part has a pretty good LDM in my opinion. Yeah. Yes, please send the ID here, Slops. I'll give you that one. Yeah, gets legendary whenever I release something. I don't know. Eventually. I have I don't know. ICOP got Epic, which I think is cool. Because these two got featured, and then PPF got featured. So I got 2 Epics, 2 features, and 2 Mythics in the year. Not bad. Let's play Silent Mellow Mellow real quick. Even if you sell your soul to the devil, you're not optimizing a volatile part. Trust me, optimizing it creates more bugs. But her parts are usually not very laggy to begin with. I'm waiting for Slops to send me the ID for Silent Melu Melu. Please send Silent Melu Melu. You send it in the penthouse, maybe. Hold up. Or is the ID not visible on chat? No, I don't see the ID. It might have been hidden. You showed the ID both times. Where? What? No, it's not visible. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Slops. Oh. Well, it's not showing up, so... Can I just look it up by silent Melu Melu? Nope. Does it have unlist bugged? Oh, it could be unlist bugged. Because it could be unlist bugged because Melu Melu has Gordon Ramsay in it, and that is GD, like image to GD. It has to. Wait, no. Refresh your profile. Okay. Okay. Let me try again. Does it show up for everybody? Is it not GD slots? I forget what the. My friend is on a potato phone and can't play any legendary or mythic. That's I think that is your friend's fault. No, guys, I think the issue is that it has the unlisted bug because it has Gordon Ramsay in it, and that is image to GD, and so yeah. Make it unlisted but not friends only. Just make it unlisted instead of but not friends only. And that if I get the ID, that should just give it to me. If you make it friends only, then I won't see it. But if you just make it unlisted and I get the ID, that should work. Just make sure to delete the level. Yeah, Melu Melu has Gordon. Thank you. Nope, still gone. Can anybody check that ID and see if it's the right one? Let me go to the recent tab. Did you upload it as silent Melu Melu? Still doesn't show up. Maybe you have filters on? Nope, I don't have any filters on. Silent Melu Melu. Yeah, it's not there. Maybe it's just my system that is down. They fixed it. Okay, Acheron just show up. Okay. I think it's unlist bug. Just upload it unlisted, but don't upload it friends only. That way, and then you can send me the ID, and that should be fine. When we get loud Melu Melu, whenever you make it, loco. Let me go play Melu Melu in the meantime. What I think of Cheerleader by Just Waff? I think it's decent. I think the level just kind of is just one part. It's pretty good. The gameplay's okay. It has like some unreadable parts. I do like this part. I think this part is really good. Most of the fact that it actually uses the ground. Let me see if I remember this ending. I do remember. Okay. This was fun. Build it also got and remove the Gordon Ramsay in case it wasn't less bug. Got it. Thank you, Slaps. Have I ever tried the level up scope? I have. It is okie dokie. Oh my god, Silent Melu Melu 2? There's a second one. Alright, Chad, we're gonna be here for a while. I don't think I'll beat this one today, but... Okay, so just clicking twice here is good. Oh my god, it's actually so good. Like, this could be the original level for all I care. Oh, I can just tap this one. Oh, that's great. What? Wait, how am I supposed to do that? Huh? Oh, I'm supposed to let go. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that is so hard. Oh. Wait, okay, I have to download the second song. It doesn't... Okay, good. I think the part has to do with structure in the gameplay and the fact that the camera is fixed the entire time and the energy is basically the same the whole level. Yeah, I think so too. It feels very, like, samey, which I don't dislike. It's just, it feels very samey. That is my only complaint towards the level. Burger! Holy shit. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, hold up. If you just go to the eye cup, it just swallows you whole. The dirt of marshmallow. Oh wait, this is not a ship anymore, it's a cube. Oh god. No, you can't click that word. Yeah, the path, sorry. What am I looking at? Okay. God, this is so hard. Oh, okay, good. I'm supposed to go up, okay. There's a wave? Okay. I assume you don't click that. Yeah, okay. Oh, what the hell? That is so hard. That is so hard. Oh my god. Okay, can you just jump out of that? Okay, again. Oh my god. Okay, and then I can jump out of that. And then okay. Oh, I need to click the... Wait, which orb do I need to click? Okay. Okay, I need to click none of them. Good. I can just fall down normally, and then... Right? Oh my god, that is hard. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Okay. Okay, I think you fall down out there. Okay, good. Oh, I see it. Oh my god, that is so hard. My god, that is so hard. What the hell? Okay, phew, we got to the end. I knew that this part is gonna be so incredibly hard. Hello, Madeline. How's it going? Okay, I knew that this part was gonna be insanely impossible. Oh my god, you actually are required to... No way. Okay, good. Oh my god, wait, actually. Okay. I am a Sigma. I am a Sigma. That's crazy. Oh my god. This was so hard. I think it's doable though. I think this is definitely a very possible thing. Yeah, like this is so doable. Oh my god, that is such an annoying click. Oh my god. Okay, at the very least, this part is very consistent. Oh, you can skip that first sword. Nice. No, but that is actually just the harder timing. Okay, just a double click there. No, just a very late click, so... Okay, I see. Can I just do that? Oh, I can, okay. Okay, this is actually not too hard. Oh, it's so, like... 69, nice. Another practice. Oh, one more. It is doable, chat. Okay, wait, hold up. This jump is so awkward, and I don't get why that jump is so weird. That jump is so weird. The dash spider is so iconic. Oh, this transition's so annoying. You have to click early and then click one more time after that. This ball is really, really hard. Wait, what? I didn't even know that could happen. That's so funny. Okay, this is fine, I removed like 5 attempts at the end because I just drew. There's no way I can beat this, right, Chad? I need to practice the ball part a lot. I think the ball part is definitely the hardest part of the level. Hold up, chat. We're putting a star plus in this. We are practicing Melu Rebirth X. You think I can beat this? I think so too. Let me see if I can do the ship part. Wait, I don't know if those are spikes or not. Oh, those are spikes, yeah. I made them, I should know. I literally made them, I should be aware of this. But I'm somehow not. No, that kills you. Okay, wait, hold up. I'll keep practicing that, but I actually think I got that part on lockdown. This is a big wave at ×2 speed, I would assume. Yeah, like this ball is so setup dependent. It's really hard, but it's very setup dependent, so if you got the setup, it should be fine. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. It's doable. If I can do that ball consistently, I think it's doable. God, it's so hard. Ugh. Oh wait, I can land on those blocks. I completely forgot that I can just land on those blocks. I thought you had removed the block, but no, I can just land there. Oh my god, I can just land there. That is so much easier. Rename stream title to Beating Silent Mellow? I think we're good. I'm ending stream very soon either way. I wonder if I can just click this one very late, and that works. That does work. Okay, let's put another star pass. 3%. Ooh. Actually, to speed here. So silly. Like now that you have like changed it to like this gameplay, it feels actually so different to play. Like it doesn't even feel like the same level anymore. It's so hard. What the hell? Okay, we got through the drop, the first half of the drop. I think second half of the drop is probably the easiest part of the level. So if I can get to a run from like here till the end, it would be really cool. Oh, that is such a hard jump there. The worst part is like you are required to jump there because else you just don't like you hit you clip the side of the structure and you don't actually make it far enough to hit that orb. I don't know what the setup for that is yet, but I think that setup that I have is actually pretty reliable. I just need to be better. Oh, you can jump over it. That is actually so much easier. Probably not after clicking that over. I'll just keep doing that. And there's so many micro clicks too, like that orb. I can touch it for like so. It has to be such a short click. I can't touch it for like more than a second. But I can't like also touch it too lightly because else it just doesn't work. My god! So hard. No, I don't need to jump there. I always feel like I need to jump there, but I don't need to jump at all. Do a collab with somebody 2 years ago and it didn't even credit me as a creator. That's so sad. I mean, that sounds like dumb too. But that's so funny. That's so funny. That definitely sounds like Nero. Yeah, that click is hard. That's probably the hardest click of the ending. I think after that it's kind of GG's. What a beautiful level this is. Silent Melu Melu. 2, by the way. It's the second one. They made 2 of them. No, I need to hold that one just a little bit longer. This sounds better than Edge of Destiny for sure. Rob, you should comment on that video and be like, hey, I'm also part of this level. Please cover me in the description. Thank you. No, that's such an awkward jump. This ending is really fun. Like, the whole second half of the level is really enjoyable. It's really, really hard, and it's like kind of memory, but it's really, really enjoyable. Can you just fall off of that? I feel like you shouldn't be able to, but I'll try it. Oh, you can just fall off of that. That's actually so much better. Yeah, and then you jump out of that. Okay, that's actually so much easier. Okay, let me practice the last part as well. Times 3, robot, and good. Beat sidestep, congratulations! Okay, the ending is not too bad. I just need to remember to click that first dashboard like as early as possible. Yeah, and just click that first dashboard as early as possible. And then time this one. And time that one. If I can do those two things, I should be okay. It's still really hard, but it should be okay. Because that is just a setup that is... Oh my god. Also, that setup is RNG based now. Because of the way that you made the gameplay, that setup is now RNG, when originally it was 100% reliable. Which is so annoying. Unless I can maybe change the way that the setup is. Yeah, that's too early. Hold up. I want to try some stuff out. This is fine, because this is just a very late click, and that should always work, as long as you click both of them super late. But this setup is now RNG, because of if you do this is RNG, depending on how you hit that platform. But if you do, can you do that? Oh, you can't do that. Okay. So that is completely okay. And then here you just like pre-click. Okay. Okay, so the setup is actually not RNG anymore. It's actually fine. Okay, good. I like chase levels, but I do not like sidestep. Sidestep is pretty hard for actually being like an easy demon, but I think it's pretty decent. I like sidestep a lot. I thought it was really fun. I'm not sure. I'm actually kind of getting good at Silent Melu Melu. Am I crazy for this? Alright, have a good rest of your day, Dave. Have a good meal too. Take it easy, and I'll see you next stream. Yeah. And to be Mechanical Showdown now, then I have to move on onto worst Mega Collab I've ever seen, and oh, you got this. I believe Mechanical Showdown is really, really fun. I think it is one of the most underappreciated levels because of when it came out. It is a really, really good level. Honky did a fantastic job with the level. Okay, chat. That was not a bad run. Please use your next 50-50. I'm begging it. There's one. Okay, I'll do one run from the ball. Actually, you know what? No, I'll do another practice run in the level. Actually, I'll get a new best. I'll get a new best real quick, and then I'll get a new best on real quick, and then I'll comment on it. You're falling asleep? It's okay. And stream is gonna end in like, give me 5. Give me one more practice run. Give me one more practice run, and give me one new best, and then we're leaving it there. Burger eats. Oh my god. The silent of the mellows is too strong. No, it has to go right here. Oh my god, I'm throwing. That was like 5 attempts wasted. No, I'm throwing. Oh my god, chat. There we go. Ooh. No, it's too late for you. Okay, have a good rest of your night, Northern. Take it easy. Come on, I wanna get past that jump. Crazy how the very second click of the level is by far the hardest part of the entire level. 16%, baby, new best. Insane. Alright, chat. We're gonna leave through here. Cause I need to go get some food in me. It is almost 6 p.m. and my lunch was not very much from what I remember. I'm gonna get some good songs. We get some good songs real quick. You know what? Let's end it on a good note. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for being here today. Apologies for the very weird and wacky stream of getting 80% in NecropoliX, and then doing a bunch of other random stuff at the same time. I had a lot of fun. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you're all doing great. 2025 starting. We'll have a lot of things coming this year. so many different things to do and talk about, and hopefully, hopefully grow in this channel. I think I'm very happy so far with the channel. I can't believe that we've somehow we're at 2.6k subs, and we were at less than 2k subs at like mid last year. So like in 6 months we've gotten almost 1,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely insane in my head. And I very, very much appreciate y'all for being here so much and hanging out. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful to everybody. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your days, and I'll see y'all either on January 3rd or during the 24-hour stream. I'll make sure to do an announcement right before the 24-hour stream so that everybody's ready. So I'll see y'all there. Have a good rest of your days, and bye-bye!